back discussing recycling on the program today. David, I wanted to ask you a bit about, we talked some about Tri-County and what your company does.
Yeah.
But what are sort of the core values or your mission, if you will?
Sure. And when you say company, it is a quasi-governmental, we represent 3 counties and 6 cities.
Right.
But I can't emphasize enough our core early mission, which is collecting hazardous waste in our 3-county area. And previously, you might be lucky to have one collection event funded by Oregon DEQ a year in the whole of the Columbia Gorge. And 5 years ago, we started our first collections. We had 5 events in our first year, 2006, and now we're up to 40 events a year in the 3-county area. Once a month at both Hood River and the Dalles, we have events, and we do remote events throughout the 3-county area, and as I mentioned earlier, we do standalone events that are by subscription with farmers and ranchers. So we collect over 100,000 pounds of hazardous waste annually. Actually, this year, in 6 months, we've collected 95,000. So we're going to far surpass that thanks to the paint take-back program.
Okay, that's aggressive.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of waste, too. That's hard to believe that we're generating that much waste, hazardous waste.
And the contractor we chose to handle the hazardous waste we collect recycles in one manner or another 75% of it. And I know that because I track it.
Okay.
As part of my job.
Okay. So for us folks at home, trying to get our recycling program going or whatever, what are some real efficient ways that we can easily get into the mindset of thinking, oh, this could be recycled, or I could not go shopping and use plastic bags?
Yeah.
What are some of those things?
Well, for me, and especially in the downturn of the economy, it's an issue of the pocketbook foremost. And I have my own personal experience with my family, and having worked on behind the scenes, ensuring that the garbage rate systems here were flexible in our area. It's called pay-as-you-throw, much like you pay for your utilities. Now, if you use less garbage, you throw away less garbage, you pay less. So I've been able to reduce my family's garbage bill by switching from a 35 to a 20-gallon can easily, just by using, and I have 2 kids in the house, and simply by using the available curbside recycling and adding a compost bin or a worm bin or whatever it suits your comfort.
Uh-huh.
And if someone's a little squeamish on that, we have classes, we have master recyclers, we have lots of information on our website to help people learn how to compost and troubleshoot that and give it a try.
Okay.
It's fun.
All right, and so these are all services that you offer free of charge to the public?
We do, and we sell compost bins throughout the 3-county area at below cost, and we've sold over 400 a year for the last few years.
Really? That's cool. What's your opinion on some of these grocery stores and outlets, shopping outlets that want to ban, or maybe they don't necessarily want to ban, but they're looking at banning plastic bags?
Yeah, that's a topic that's taken up a lot of bandwidth right now. I just learned today that California had a ban bill that failed there, and there's been numerous attempts at bans and also incentives and regulations. I really suggest going to the forum on our website, and we have a very, I believe, informative, most up-to-date information about plastic bags, including a total life cycle analysis of all types of shopping bags. It's intriguing for someone who really cares to look into it deeply. It's a complex conversation that we don't have time for here today.
Yeah.
But the other thought I have more to do with a big other client of ours, which is the households and the recycling we talked about, but on the commercial side, I mean, businesses are a big part of the garbage footprint in our community.
Sure.
And to them, I would say a lot of the same things that we suggested for recycling, but for organics management. If some of those businesses have large volumes of organic material, let's wait and see how this Dirt Hunger group pans out, and maybe that's a great possibility for them. And our website, again, we have very industry-specific resources for hospitals and restaurants and supermarkets and so forth.
So you've already broken that down for folks.
We have.
That's great.
And the best thing I could offer to a business would be to support their sort of a more sustainable and cost-saving holistic look at their business, to assign a member of an employee towards our Master Recycler class, which we do twice a year now, 6 classes, 2 field trips, and typically those people then they're steeped in a real understanding of Recycling 101 and can come back into their own business to pay back the 30 hours or so of recycling volunteer hours that they have. It works a lot like the Master Gardeners program,
Sure.
if you're familiar with that.
Right.
But they can pay it back right in their own business. So that's
Okay.
a great way it's really a self-investment for a business to take our Master Recycler class.
Do you guys put on your website some of the businesses that you know that are actively trying to recycle and be very conscious of that? Do you guys put any of those so that people know to shop there if that's something they're very sensitive to?
No, we haven't. I know through our public health department we've tried similar things. We've done that with restaurants and the ones that have the most favorable ratings, as an example. But on the business side, we'll point to others that are. And I'm aware of there's a nonprofit, Columbia Gorge Earth Center, that is just starting a sustainable business network in the Gorge, which should provide a lot more wraparound support and networking for those businesses that are interested in having a lesser footprint.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, David, for our viewers, what's a final thought you'd like to leave them with?
Well, I think that we should be more thoughtful in our consumption and our program for ourselves and future generations. It seems to me like the plausible thing to do, and we're here to help and make it convenient and affordable and painless.
Great, well said.
Yeah.
David, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks
it
for
sounds
having
like
me.
Absolutely. It sounds like your website is a real wealth of information for folks, real resource.
And a great place for conversation. Yeah. TriCountyRecycled.com.
All right, you guys check it out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you right here next time on Localite. John Compton here saying thanks again for watching. And remember, if you've got a guest idea, let us know. Just visit localite.com.